Hello and welcome to my channel, your daily route to greater living. Top 3 spices for naturally relieving joint pain and inflammation. Top 3 culinary spices that relieve joint pain and inflammation naturally. Share your ideas in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe and enable notifications to never miss our finest health tips and updates. Do stiff, hurting joints refuse to relax? Perhaps you've had enough of painkillers and want a gentler solution that you can incorporate into your daily routine without adverse effects. You are in the right place. Today's video breaks down powerful spices that may be sprinkled over regular dishes to naturally combat joint pain and inflammation. They are neither rare nor exotic. Most likely, these are already in your pantry. So get a warm drink, settle comfortable, and learn how a few basic ingredients can benefit your joints. We will start with one that may surprise you. Cloves are at number 1. Let's focus on one of the most overlooked spices, cloves. These little dark buds may not appear striking, but don't be fooled. Cloves are quite beneficial for relieving joint pain and inflammation. You may connect them with Christmas baking or spiced teas. Yes, they lend a warm, fuzzy note to pastries and beverages. But, beyond the aroma, cloves contain bioactive ingredients that can ease hurting joints and protect them from additional deterioration. So, what gives cloves an edge? Eugenol is the most prominent molecule. It is the source of cloves' distinctive fragrance and much of its therapeutic efficacy. Eugenol has been researched for its anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and analgesic pain-relieving properties. Simply said, it helps to calm inflammatory pathways, eliminate harmful free radicals, and relieve pain. Consider joints that are swollen, stiff, or sensitive. Inflammation is the body's natural protective response, but when it becomes chronic, as in many types of arthritis, it begins to hurt rather than benefit. Eugenol can inhibit COX-2 activity, which is the focus of many over-the-counter pain medications, providing a softer, food-based alternative to drugs. Cloves are also among the most antioxidant-rich spices. That is significant because oxidative stress caused by aging, poor food, pollution, or chronic stress accelerates cartilage breakdown and joint deterioration. Cloves slow the process and protect joint tissues at the cellular level by providing a high concentration of antioxidants. Cloves outperform many popular superfoods, including blueberries, on the ORAC scale, which measures antioxidant capability. Here is another appealing angle. New research reveals that clove components may reduce cartilage degradation in arthritic diseases. Cloves may do more than relieve symptoms. They may assist to retain joint structure, resulting in more flexibility, decreased stiffness, and fewer flare-ups over time. How can you use them on a daily basis without becoming flavor fatigued? Easy. Whole clove tea. Place a few whole cloves in gently boiling water. Simmer for 10–15 minutes, filter, and sip. A little honey and lemon is optional. If you suffer from midnight aches, try it after a meal or in the evening. Ground cloves are light. The flavor is strong, so a pinch is enough. Stir into breakfast. Make a banana cinnamon smoothie, or include into curries and stews. You'll get both depth of taste and joint-friendly ingredients in one go. Golden milk has been enhanced. Warm your favorite milk with turmeric, ginger, black pepper, and a pinch of ground cloves. It's a relaxing, anti-inflammatory bedtime routine that your joints will appreciate. The oil was infused. Gently heat olive oil with a few whole cloves and other joint-supporting spices. Drizzle over roasted veggies or serve as a salad dressing for a mild functional boost. A brief warning. Cloves are rich in eugenol. Large amounts, particularly in supplement or essential oil form, can be too much for the body and cause negative effects. Limit your intake to regular culinary amounts to reap the advantages without risk. If you like aromatherapy, the perfume of clove oil can be soothing, and a suitably diluted topical application can provide localized warmth and mild numbness to hurting areas. Always mix with a carrier oil, such as coconut or almond, and conduct a patch test beforehand. Why are cloves recommended for joint care? Because they are straightforward, accessible, and efficient. There are no difficult recipes or extreme lifestyle changes, simply little adjustments that pile up over time. Real recovery isn't only about subtracting. What you avoid is important, but so are clever additions that aid in healing. Cloves are just the kind of everyday update you need, so the next time you're planning a meal or your joints start hurting, think about where a little clove magic can fit. Your body, particularly your joints, will feel the change. The second ingredient is cinnamon. Let's talk about a spice you undoubtedly associate with us. Comfort food cinnamon, and why it belongs in your joint care repertoire. Most of us believe cinnamon belongs on cinnamon rolls, apple pie, or stirred into a warm cup of chasey. However, the same warm, familiar seasoning can have a significant impact in reducing joint pain and inflammation. The sticker powder in your cupboard could be one of the most basic natural remedies for hurting knees, stiff fingers, or an aching back. Cinnamon has a long history in traditional medicinal systems, including ancient Egypt, Ayurveda, and Chinese medicine, where it was prized for its restorative powers. Modern research has begun to validate those traditions' observations. The key is a bioactive molecule called Cinnamaldehyde. It is responsible for cinnamon's distinctive scent and flavor. But it also has strong anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Because long-term joint pain is caused by constant low-grade inflammation, anything that safely reduces those inflammatory pathways can make a significant impact in day-to-day comfort. When chronic inflammation persists, the immune system may mistakenly target the body's own tissues, resulting in stiffness, edema, or pain. Cinnamaldehyde and similar chemicals help to soothe the response. Several studies have connected cinnamon consumption to lower levels of inflammatory markers such as C-reactive protein and TNF-alpha, which are both associated with painful inflamed joints. In one clinical experiment, rheumatoid arthritis patients who consumed cinnamon on a daily basis reported less pain and edema than a control group. For something as simple as a spice, this is a noteworthy outcome. There is another aspect that is equally important for circulation. Healthy blood flow transports oxygen and nutrients to cartilage, ligaments, and connective tissue while eliminating metabolic waste that can exacerbate discomfort. Cinnamon promotes improved circulation, which can help tissues mend, remain supple, and perform more smoothly. Improved blood flow combined with a quieter inflammatory environment is something your joints can feel. Cinnamon may also help maintain blood sugar homeostasis. That may appear unrelated to joint comfort, yet stable glucose levels play a significant role in total body inflammation. Elevated blood sugar levels can exacerbate inflammatory processes and worsen joint pain over time. Cinnamon addresses a hidden cause of inflammatory discomfort from a different angle by assisting in the stabilization of glucose. That kind of systemic benefit is precisely what makes food as medicine approaches so appealing. Now, for the practical part, how to utilize cinnamon so it becomes a regular habit. There's no need to push down spoonfuls or choke on unpleasant mixtures. Begin with things you already enjoy and incorporate cinnamon. Try a bowl of warm oats sprinkled with cinnamon and berries. The combination tastes fantastic, and the berries provide extra antioxidants to enhance cinnamon's anti-inflammatory properties. I prefer smoothies. Blend a pinch into a morning shake with banana, almond milk, and even a little turmeric, which will provide an earthy sweetness and extra joint-friendly chemicals. If tea is your ritual, try a simple cinnamon infusion. Simmer a cinnamon stick in water for 10 to 15 minutes, then serve warm. A sprinkle of honey or a slice of ginger provides further soothing support. It's a relaxing way to start the day or to unwind at night. Cinnamon shines in both sweet and savory meals. Before baking, toss roasted sweet potatoes or carrots with a little sprinkle. The natural sweetness of the veggies and the spice's warmth complement each other perfectly, resulting in a healthy and joint-friendly side dish. You will have regular low-dose exposure to the beneficial substances without feeling as if you are taking medication. One element to consider is the sort of cinnamon you buy. There are two primary types on store shelves: Cassia and Ceylon. Most mainstream brands use Cassia. While Cassia is safe to eat in little amounts, it contains higher levels of coumarin, a chemical that can stress the liver if ingested in big numbers. If you intend to utilize cinnamon on a daily basis for its health advantages, choose for Ceylon cinnamon, which is commonly referred to as true cinnamon. It has a milder flavor and significantly reduced coumarin concentration, making it the superior option for long-term use. It can be found online at health food stores and occasionally in the organic section of major supermarkets. How much is sufficient? You don't need much. For general anti-inflammatory assistance, a half to 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon per day is a good objective. With spices like these, consistency trumps mega doses. A small amount utilized every day works better and is gentler on the body than irregular huge servings. Consider it a constant nudge toward balance, rather than a rapid remedy. If you have ongoing joint troubles, it's easy to become overwhelmed by the sheer variety of medicines, treatments, and conflicting advice available. Cinnamon is pleasant due to its simplicity. You may incorporate it into meals you already enjoy and keep to it without stress. No complicated recipes, no tight protocols, just gentle, consistent support. There's also an emotional component. Cinnamon is soothing. It warms you from within, smooths the rough edges of a difficult day, and reminds you that caring can be both useful and fun. Healing does not have to be harsh. It might be as simple as a fragrant mug or a perfectly seasoned side dish. Of course, a quick word on safety. More is not better. To limit your exposure to coumarin, stick to culinary levels, especially if you're using Cassia. If you take drugs or have chronic problems, let your doctor know you're using cinnamon on a daily basis so they can ensure it fits into your overall plan. Choosing Ceylon cinnamon and sticking to standard kitchen amounts makes regular use a reasonable low-risk technique. If you've been suffering from tight joints, achy knees, or swollen fingers, try cinnamon. Start incorporating it into your breakfasts, smoothies, simple teas, and seasoned roasted veggies. Small but tasty adjustments build up. Sometimes relief does not come in a bottle. It comes from a spice jar you already own and is carefully applied one sprinkle at a time. Number 3. Black pepper. Let's give some overdue appreciation to one of the most common spices on the table: black pepper. You can imagine that every day you sprinkle things without thinking twice. Yes, the one. Don't be fooled by its familiarity. Black pepper serves more than just a flavoring agent. When used appropriately, it becomes a reliable ally for relieving joint pain and reducing inflammation. Often, the most effective healing tools are hidden in plain sight. Peppercorns have long been used in Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine to enhance meals while also boosting wellness. Modern research is catching up, revealing why this pantry staple can be so effective for achy knees, stiff fingers, and a back that complains after a long day. The key is contained within a single naturally occurring chemical known as piperine. Piperine gives pepper its bitter bite, but it also has significant anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. When joints are acting up, these two characteristics are quite important. Chronic low-grade inflammation sometimes exacerbates joint stiffness caused by arthritis or years of wear. This process makes tissues bloated, sensitive, and less mobile. Over time, it can eat away at cartilage. Piperine helps by inhibiting critical biochemical signals that fuel the flames. It can inhibit enzymes like TOX2 and reduce pro-inflammatory cytokines, addressing the underlying reasons rather than just masking the symptoms. In other words, black pepper prevents your system from yelling in the first place. There is an additional layer to this narrative. Pollutants, ultra-processed foods, and even mental pressure all contribute to oxidative stress in our lives. These stresses produce free radicals which harm cells, including those that protect and cushion your joints. Black pepper's antioxidants help neutralize unstable chemicals that protect tissue and assist recuperation, allowing your joints to move with less friction. Here's one of the most persuasive reasons to combine black pepper with other joint-friendly meals. Piperine greatly increases the bioavailability of certain nutrients, including curcumin, turmeric's active component. Curcumin is well known for its anti-inflammatory properties. However, it is poorly absorbed on its own. Piperine can boost curcumin uptake by up to 20 times. That's why golden milk turmeric drinks and anti-inflammatory smoothies sometimes contain a teaspoon of black pepper. The combo is not only tasty, smart nutrition unleashes more of turmeric's power. Including black pepper in your daily routine for joint support couldn't be easier. Start by using freshly ground pepper instead of pre-ground shakers. Grinding just before eating preserves more piperine, resulting in more impact with the same sprinkle. Keep a tiny mill with you while eating and add it to the table to lock in potency with no further effort. Use it throughout the day. For breakfast, twist fresh pepper over eggs. Whisk it into salad vinaigrettes. Mix it into soups and stews. Combine it with turmeric in roasted veggies or lentil meals for an easy, comforting, and very beneficial combination. Even a small pinch applied repeatedly adds up over time. When you include healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, or coconut milk, fat and soluble actives are better absorbed. Don't skip your warm beverages. If herbal teas, turmeric lattes, or evening tonics are part of your routine, add a small amount of pepper. The flavor becomes more rounded, and anti-inflammatory ingredients are activated and ready to operate. This is one of the simplest ways to incorporate joint care into gentle, regular routines you already enjoy. A brief mentality reset also helps. Chronic joint pain can be discouraging, especially if you believe you've tried everything. Remember that you are not powerless. You don't have to remodel your life to make improvement. Small, long-term habits add up. Black pepper is one of those small, repetitive choices that gradually result in less stiffness, edema, and more pleasant movement. There is no hunt for uncommon superfoods. No expensive supplements are necessary. Sometimes the most beneficial shift is already sitting by the salt. A little word about safety. Most individuals can tolerate pepper in culinary proportions, but if you have an extremely sensitive stomach or are using certain long-term drugs, consult your doctor first. Piperine has been shown to alter how the body metabolizes some medicines. That interaction is uncommon at typical dietary levels, but it is still important to be aware. For the majority of people, using fresh pepper in regular cooking is both safe and helpful. So, the next time you reach for the spice rack, look at black pepper with new eyes. It is not just a final touch. It is a comforting touch. An easy method to make your body feel better on the inside out. Relief doesn't always start in a pharmacy. Sometimes it starts with a few revolutions of the grinder, and the quiet realization that each sprinkle is moving you toward less agony and more opportunity. Summary. Here are a few common spices with extraordinary medicinal properties. These simple mainstays do more than just flavor your meals. With cinnamon's warm sweetness, cloves' antioxidant punch, and black pepper's inflammation-calming bite. When used regularly, they can improve joint health, reduce swelling, and allow you to move more comfortably and freely. The best aspect is that you do not need to make drastic adjustments. Begin with a modest amount, a sprinkle here, a pinch there, and maintain consistency. These small, regular practices add up to real outcomes. Remember that relief does not always come from a bottle or a clinic. Often, it starts in your kitchen with the decisions you make each day. Give your body consistent support, one wonderful plate at a time. If this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more useful natural health advice and simple cures that work. And if you've tried any of these spices for joint pain, please share your experience in the comments. Until next time, take good care of yourself. You are worth it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe now to stay healthy every day.